What is up, guys? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hopefully you guys are feeling well. Hopefully you guys are feeling good today. As some of you guys know, I have been playing a ton of hardcore lately in World of Warcraft. I have been doing it on the TPC servers for quite some time, and after a little bit of that, I switched over to now playing on the classic era servers, where I'm doing a rogue right now. I'm actually almost level 40. I have been having a ton of fun doing the hardcore challenge. It's been amazing for me. And it's been a very, very new way for me to play the game, because playing the hardcore challenge and sort of forcing yourself to slow down a little bit and enjoy the game is a way to really get that sort of classic feeling back that maybe a lot of us are missing. And I think a lot of us really desire to get by playing classic WoW, because that is for a lot of people the essence of the whole game. The MMO feeling of progressing your character, getting it through the world, like upgrading your items, getting a 6 slot back for the first time. A lot of those things is what, to me at the least, is very fun about classic WoW. And it is also a very big reason why a lot of people do enjoy what is called a fresh server. Back on private servers, that is something people used to love to do all the time. They used to jump back and forth between different servers whenever they release. Like, you would go to a server, play all the way up to Blackburn Lair, then dip over to another one because there would be a new fresh server and everybody wanted to jump on that because it's amazing, right? Because everybody is on the same level. You're going through all the challenges together, like doing dungeons, finding new gear, getting a blue for the first time. There's so many things in the leveling experience in Classic WoW that I think is fantastic, and I think is very, very essence of what an MMO is. The leveling, the gathering of people together, getting a group together, trying to overcome elite mobs by yourself or with friends. There's a lot of things about the leveling experience that I think is very amazing. And it's very captivating. As some of you guys know, Blizzard has actually implemented not really a hardcore mode itself, but more so, I would say, as a stepping stone into the direction of possibly getting a hardcore mode. Currently on the beta, as you see right now, I am standing here on my rogue. This is not a rogue. This is a warrior. This is my warrior on the Seasons of Mastery beta. You can see that I have the Adventurer weights with a 40% increased experience gain. But in every major city, Orgrimmar, Undercity, Darnassus, every single city, they have added a Chronicler. One of these little fellows here. And they actually can give you a buff, which sort of activates a form of hardcore mode. It is not a death equals delete mode, where like if your character dies, it's deleted. It's more so that the buff that you gain from this NPC is sort of like a way to tell people that you have not died on this character yet. Let me just read through the text here and then we can see what it's all about, okay? I seek to chronicle the stories of those that have never known defeat. Those that carry within them a soul as strong as iron, undaunted and unbroken from their first steps to their last. Why would one pursue this path? I do not intend to fully grasp their motivations. There is no reward for life of such hardship. Perhaps that is what makes them so fascinating and so admirable. Are you one such soul of iron? Yes, and she gives you a buff. Then I shall chronicle your story for as long as you still walk unbroken across the mortal world. Know that there is no throne that awaits you at the end of your path, no material prize or worldly treasure. If you fall, I will cease recording your tale. There can be no second chances, but you wouldn't have any other way, would you? This gives you a buff called the Soul of Iron that basically tells you that you've never known defeat. If you do die on your character, you will then be getting another buff, which shows people that you indeed have died, and you will never be able to get this never known defeat buff again. What we can really see from this is that Blizzard is actually taking interest in hardcore, which is amazing, because I think it's a great way of playing the game. I have been loving the hardcore community. I think it's something that's been growing a lot in WoW as well. And I'm really, really excited actually to be participating in the Road to Rag, that the big event that's going to be held by Kargos and a lot of other people as well. I think that's going to be amazing and super, super fun. And you can actually see I got the spell as well. You've learned a new spell, Soul of Iron. So it's not just a buff you get, it's actually a spell that you get that you can then use. I'm not sure if this means that we can remove the buff. I cannot click the buff up, but it is apparently a buff that you get right now. This could be a placeholder. This could be, like, as I said, a stepping stone like towards something better. It could, like, the placement for the NPC could change as well. I feel like it's a little bit odd having it in a major city. Perhaps it should be in the starting zones. I'm not too sure. But the fact of the matter is that there's some sort of a way to verify whether or not the characters have died or not, which is, I think, really awesome, because before all of this, Blizzard has never really shown any interest towards hardcore, right? There's always been hardcore challenges or Iron Man challenges or anything like that in WoW, but it's always been a community effort. And the fact that Blizzard is taking a little bit of, it's the Blizzard way of doing things, let's be honest. They're not really giving us like hardcore, but they're showing a little bit of interest, which I think is cool. I feel like we should try to kill the character real fast. This character has not died, and we should try to kill it real fast, and then we'll see what the buff will say then. So this is gonna take a little... Wait, can we die this way? Let's be honest, it took a little while trying to drown as a undead. But I'm dedicated for the cause, boys. And we're trying to see like what's gonna happen now. So I have the buff currently that says never known defeat, and my character's gonna die now. And then we will see what's gonna happen. So we are dying now. And I got a tarnished soul now. Tarnished by death, all stats reduced by... Well, all stats reduced by 1%. So as you guys see, it's a little bit of a... I also unlearned the skill. It's a little bit of a gimmicky thing right now. Like, it's a buff, it's a debuff, and it reduces your skills. I think the takeaway from this, the giveaway from this, is that they're actually trying to adhere a little bit to the hardcore community, which I think is awesome. Yes, we're not getting a hardcore server. Yes, there's no fully integrated hardcore as of currently recording this video, but the fact that they are trying to adhere to it and they're listening to the hardcore community, and a lot of people are actually like a big fan of this, myself included. I think it's an amazing way of playing the game. So I think it's awesome that we're sort of getting a little bit of this. There's a lot of things about the Fresh also that I'm not too excited about, but I think all in all, this is a pretty cool thing as a person that's been very interested in doing hardcore. Okay, so you cannot get the buff again. Okay, well that's good. I guess this is sort of like a way of making sure that people haven't died. But there's many ways you can go around this, because hardcore in of itself, it's sort of like a solo self-found. If you guys ever played Diablo, you guys know when you play Diablo 2 or Path of Exile, you can sort of go, when you make your character, you can sort of like take a little thing that says hardcore, and a lot of the things that the hardcore community likes to do is emulate what is called a solo self-found hardcore, where it's sort of like you have to make do with the things that you find yourself. So no auction house, no trading, and stuff like that. I would love to see an actual hardcore implementation. I think that would be awesome, and I think a lot of people would like that as well. But if anything, I think it's a cool thing, and it's an interesting thing to see that Blizzard actually is showing a little bit of interest into this. As somebody who does enjoy it and like playing hardcore, I think that's very awesome. But let me know what you guys think about this. Obviously, there's lots of more information about Fresh and about the changes and the 40% buff, and like all the mages are getting some nerfs and everything like that. I didn't really want to cover a lot of that in this video. I just wanted to get across the whole hardcore thing, because I've been very interested in that lately, and I want to hear what you guys think about that as well. I could possibly make another video or talk a little bit about the other changes as well. Some of the experience boosts that there has been added, the 40% with the questing thing, also some of the mage nerfs, a lot of the things that's happened. I'm down to talk about that as well. But this video was mainly just to cover this new thing that's been happening, and to hear you guys' opinion about that as well. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a comment what you thought about this change. What do you think about this? If you think it's good or if you think it's bad, or what would you like to change about it, if anything? And I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys later, and peace out, boys.